Alright, I skipped a little segment. It's not really important though. It begins with Host, the host game that they'll be playing. Now you know if you've played the game. Anyway, I'm not really sure what I was doing. Yeah. Now I know. Let me heal up my guys. Oh yeah, the assassination thing will go here, so you can see it. And since I know that it's coming, I can do this. And normally it would be a bad idea to just send Rance alone, but it's not because of this here. Again, this is one of those things that trigger based on who you send in. I'm trying to remember them all. That right there, too. That's one of the only transitions like that in the whole game. I don't know why it's here. I don't know, you know. I meant the side panning thing, like where it warped, whatever. Anyway, Isoroku's a good shot, and she is trying to snipe Rance before he can do anything special. Obviously it fails, or the game wouldn't be here. And something I didn't say in the other parts that's important, I'm gonna be just spoiling the fuck out of this game the entire time. So, watch the videos I upload without commentary if that bothers you. I don't know why you'd watch this without having played it anyway, honestly. And, yeah. So the arrow messes up Rance's hair, it upsets him a great deal. I don't know why at all. I don't know why that would be his biggest concern, having just survived an assassination attempt. And he only survived it because he sneezed. That's pretty remarkable, right? That's good fortune. Sill's all protective. She just dives on him, you know, ready to die herself to save him. He would probably do that for her. That's revealed later in the game. He really treats her poorly at the beginning here. And he doesn't really, the quality of his treatment toward her doesn't increase so much, but you realize that he actually cares about her later on, and it's pretty cute. Isoroku's working for Ashikaga because her brother, don't remember his name, not relevant. She thinks that he's held captive or something, and they're taking care of him. They'll kill him if she doesn't work for them. Things like that. He's dead the entire time anyway, which you find out in a segment after you recruit her. It's sad. And yeah. Huh. This is still happening. Alright, cool. Ashikaga family. We lost against them. They're so strong. You know what? I'm gonna just go for it. I'm not gonna be able to win, so I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. I mean, then you can see what happens when you lose as well. So, whatever. Get this out of the way as well. It's, Isoroku now enters the battles, and she's annoying because she's strong compared to the other units you would fight. She has a larger troop count. She's still not really hard to deal with because archer units are not very good as a whole. Like, they're cheap. They're like, archer units and footman units are the cheapest units in the game. And they're cheap because you're just supposed to get large numbers of them to fight with. The footmen, the guard units to absorb damage, they need a lot of troops. And the archers, I'm not sure why. I'm not really sure how they work. Well, I know how they work. I mean, I don't think they have any special mechanics about them. Eventually in the game you'll see musket units, and I think that musket units do have a special mechanic about them. For example, you can only kill a certain, like, you have 200 muskets, you can only kill about 200 enemy troops, regardless of your strength. Archers may follow a similar mechanic, though I'm unsure. And she's struggling to go up in ranks in this army because she's a woman, you know. That's a cliche too, but it's an alright one, I guess. Yeah, it's mostly true, especially in this time period. See, and then I way overestimate this fight. I mean, I'm used to these three guys up front having 400 some troops. That they're not threatening at all like this. And I thought for sure Yamamoto would have 400 archers. Not the case. It was just not the case at all. This is nothing to worry about. he'll die in a counterattack because he has 12 soldiers, and Katsui didn't pick up that block. Doesn't matter though. And I'll probably just throw Katsui into offense as well because all the enemy troops are so small. And you can see at the top of the bar, they have a huge influence over me in this fight. So when you're attacking castles, that 20% bonus that they have, on top of the huge gain they have from being on defense, you have to put a lot into it. You can't really go into these fights defensively at all. You have to go all out, or you won't win. That's fine though. Oh, the game is lagging really badly right now. That doesn't make sense. You know, you look at it, it's not a complicated game for a system to run. It's obviously the recording. It'll go away though. Akechi, so bad. You know, I'm surprised he was able to kill that unit there. Yep. Renmaru taking the hits like a champ. He's not holding up too well. Yeah, I might still lose, you know. If you do lose in a battle like this and you keep on, you don't let them take any territory back, all the units in the castle will have a reduced troop count when you fight them again. Their total troop count won't be reduced, but their active troop count will. And it'll just keep decreasing and decreasing until you can probably take them with ease, which is very helpful. Yeah, there we go. See, Niwa's attack, like, that was not good at all. What do you do, though? And they apologize to Isoroku because they feel bad. She didn't do anything to them, you know, Ashikaga's forcing her to do all this. And I don't kill her, and that's why I lose. She's got 1 health. Wipe that guy. You know, I can still do it. I got Fuka left. Which is very fortunate because I would be enraged if that's how that went. And you can see in the sprites or whatever, it adjusts to however many troops are left in the unit down to the commander, and that's it if there's only 1 troop left. Which is good. It would have been annoying if it wasn't like that. And now she's fleeing into some dark woods at night, apparently is when the battle took place. Showing her bold leadership, protecting all of her friends from being killed by that arrow volley. Oda's pursuing them, you know, it's all intense, you can hear the music. And then, it's just him and Isoroku that escape, so she just saved them all so they could sacrifice themselves for her anyway. They do it for a just cause, you know, they want her to go on. I think they're all part of her family, but she was part of the royalty from that family, so it's up to her anyway to keep the bloodline going. Even though she, you know, she wouldn't be the ruler, she'd have to marry someone, right? I think that's how that works. I don't know. But that's her goal, is to survive and have kids, keep it all going. That's the point of her route. I didn't mention that, but she's one of the heroines of one of the optional routes. Rance meets up with her, and she has some stuff that goes on in any route, but it's not very important. It's just Rance kind of getting to know her a little better. He doesn't help her with anything. And her route's pretty good. I like it. That's good. True route is still my favorite. And this guy throws a hissy fit about losing. Not surprising, again, by looking at him. So ridiculous. His last resort. Now he's writing to everybody in Japan thinking they would help him. And you'll come to realize later on, while that might not seem ridiculous currently, but you haven't met the other states. They're all doing their own shit. Alright. End my turn there. Your enemies have action flags as well. He just used his on healing and eating tempura. That's what he did. This guy's using his on healing and recruiting. I don't think recruiting uses one. I guess it does. Alright. He's using his on healing and he's counterattacking him. I don't know, I have Maida. I'll send him in. He might die. He might not win. Alright, see, he's fine. I was worried because if Isoroku showed up or something else... Oh, this is also the first time you'll see a Diviner unit right here. These guys are... They're nothing at this stage in the game, but that preparation he was doing, you encounter a powerful Diviner and you let them actually succeed, and your entire army will be decimated. It's really scary. They're not real threatening now, though. And they're not really good now. They're expensive units, and getting one, like that guy had 53 troops, that's not good. You don't want that at all. Ashikaga showing that he's horrible by healing himself when he's at full health. And I mean, he's got a defense boost. Meida's horrible, and I just shaved off half of his health. That's a lot. But yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of the Diviners later on. I was hoping to capture EQ. I didn't. I just killed the Diviner. The Hojo, the Triforce faction on the map, they are a faction full of Diviners. That's what they are. And their final castle battle is infamous to me, because it's 5 Diviners and a really strong guard unit. And that's tough. You can interrupt preparations of almost any unit in the game by throwing kunai at it as a ninja. They'll interrupt it. God, there are other, like, exceptions to that, too. You can interrupt it with some other things. Yeah. But you almost never, ever want to get hit by that. It's really bad. Other units have a preparation, too. Like Miko's, prepare their Miko Storm, which you don't have to worry about that, really. None of them do it, except the leader of the Miko Institute. And some units prepare volleys. Hara Shoji doesn't prepare a volley. That's why he's a good archer, otherwise he's not. He just uses his. I think that's all. There's a Miko from Mori House. She doesn't prepare Miko Storms. She prepares something different. You won't see her either. She dies in every route, just about. So, and I won't recruit anybody from Mori at all, I'm sure. I won't even interact with them at all. I might defend against them for a few turns, but they get taken over by the Demon Army, which is too hard to explain right now, so I won't. But yeah, they're not going to be around. Introduce you to Asaya Sakura. I hate this faction, this group. I don't like them at all. I don't like their icons, I don't like their color, I don't like their story. I don't like the units you get from them at all. Not at all. Oh, I like the final H scene, I guess. I mean, every time you conquer a nation, you get an H scene with the thing there. In this case, it's that blue-haired woman. That's... I called him the thing there. Alright. Whatever. That's her dad. He united a bunch of smaller clans and groups politically, and that's what he's trying to do. That's why it's Asaya Sakura. He united the Asai clan with the Asakura clan. He is Asakura Yoshikage, I think. There you go, yep. And he has a lot of kids. He has a lot of kids. And I think that's his only daughter. Yuki is his only daughter. So, that's why she's very treasured and known as the most beautiful woman in Japan. So, naturally, you can assume what Rance wants from that group. Should be no big surprise. He himself is a monk unit, which we haven't seen yet, and there's actually a great deal to them. A lot more than what is apparent. I may get a monk unit. Dosan-chan, if anyone recognizes her. One of the more complicated units to get, I guess. She's not really complicated to obtain. It's just that your first playthrough, you will not know about it, and you will not go for it at all. Rance is doing negotiations here with this guy. He's a representative for Asaya Sakura, and Rance just... his only bargaining chip is he wants Yuki, and that's it. Sometimes, I don't know if it happens in the first playthrough, Rance will just grab Yuki's breasts when she comes on a diplomatic mission or whatever, and then you instantly get, war declared on you by that group, which is real fun. Hate it. That's one of the reasons I don't like them. The Asaya Sakura family is the cause for a lot of random war. despite not wanting to be that. They want to be the political group. They start war a lot in different ways, in different playthroughs.